Hello everyone, thanks for dropping by. That's the latest and greatest Bentley Bentayga, and last week when I was filling the tank of my car, there was one of those, not that particular model because that's the 2025 model, but an earlier one. There was a guy right opposite filling his tank, so I had a sneaky look once he'd finished how much he's pouring in. £160 to fill the tank of one of those, which if you're an American, that works out around $212 US. That's for British imperial gallons, not the US gallons, so you'd have to work it out yourself. As it's an expensive car, that gave me an idea for this week's video. So, as you know, women have been hitting the wall and getting into trouble with dating as they can't get any dates when they're in the 20s. But as you know, the wall takes no prisoners when a woman reaches 30. Now, it's not just ordinary women that are having this problem. It's the celebrity women and famous women that are famous. They're also giving up and dating because they've also long hit the wall and no bugger wants them. And I had a look around yesterday and there's quite a few, one or two, which surprised me. So I found this. This is The Independent, a British newspaper. This was done on June 16 this year. As you can see, 10 huge stars who've completely given up on dating. I wonder why. From Whoopi Goldberg to Stevie Nicks. And you drop down, it says, dating can be tough. Trump crump with endless swiping, hours wasting, conservation, one-sided drinks, attempts, swerve duplicitously, catfishing and trauma from sudden ghosting has led many singletons to wonder maybe it's actually way to be better, just be better alone. Or it could be they're just an insufferable bitch and the guy decides she isn't worth the effort and the money and the time, even though she is a famous face, so I'd be better off going with a much younger woman. And it says, celibacy is on the rise amongst younger generations. For the first time in record, the number of people who are married has dropped below 50% in England, here in England and Wales. No doubt it's the same over in America and Canada. And then it says, even celebrities are increasingly ditching dating, from movie star Jane Fonda, I remember her, Hanoi Jane, to fashion model Linda Evangelista. These are 10 huge stars who've turned their back on romance. Moby, but the guy's the prize. Even though he's 58, he's still got resources and he could attract a younger woman through those resources, but he's not been dating for 10 years. Stevie Nicks, she's had lots of boyfriends. Even I remember him with Fleetwood Mac, but at least she says men at her age don't want to go out with somebody at 25 anyway. And she's 76. She's well and truly past the wall. In fact, the wall's disappeared from her rear view mirror. And it says, so I am what I'm going to do, complete with that. I'm not a competitor. I don't want to be in that situation. Doesn't say all the cock carousel that she's been riding for all these years, because she is, after all, a lady that's within the musical industry. Diane Keaton, she's another one. She's 78. She's dated Al Pacino, Warren Beatty. She's rode the cock carousel for around 40 years. Sharon Stone, we've all seen her on the other YouTube videos about MGTOW. Sharon Stone in The Specialist was smoking hot. Sharon Stone in 2024 looks like that. And the reason she's given up and dating is no bugger wants a woman at 66 years old with a load of baggage and a high body count. Jane Fonda, she's been married 3 times, probably children. She looks more like a grandma. Besides, what does she look like without all that makeup? Whoopi Goldberg, she's also been married 3 times. The Linda Evangelista, she got children. She's 59, divorcee. Julie Bowen, never heard of her. Modern Family star Julie Bowen finalized divorce. She's a divorcee now. Julia Fox. You see, they're all post-war. That's why they're not bothering to date, because they were all past it. The bloom of youth has long since gone. Model Julia Fox previously dated Kanye West, revealed she has been celibate for 2 years. I just think nothing good comes from having sex, but I bet she's had plenty of boyfriends and sex in the past. It was 6 months and it was a year. And Mindy Kaling, never heard of her. And then we got all the comments. Now that is The Independent. I've also found this on BuzzFeed. 12 celebrities with a funny reason they don't date or never get married. We got Linda again. I don't want to sleep with anyone anymore. I don't want to hear somebody breathing. No doubt they don't want to wake up next to her, because she is not the only one. 12 of the reasons. Diana Keaton hasn't been on a date in 35 years, but I bet she's had plenty of sex and boyfriends and guys that come and go, just want to smash. And we got Sharon again. No guy wants to wake up next to that without the makeup. As you can see, she's well and truly hit the wall. Plus, I think she smokes because her voice sounds a bit rough. Now we got the sensible guys. Bill Maher, he's a interviewer on American TV. He's never been married. He's probably seen what's happened to couples in Hollywood and that situation, and he thought, I'm not going to go down that road. I never understood how you could be with the same person day after day, month after month, and year after year. So, smart lad. We got Jane Fonda again. You can see the ravages of time. Yep. No guy is going to want to wake up next to her. And another clever lad, John Cusack, American actor. He's never been married. So he says society doesn't tell me what to do. He's probably seen how couples get divorced and what's happened to the guy during divorce in Hollywood, and he thinks I'm keeping my resources to myself. And this one surprised me. Shakira has never been married, but she's got 2 kids, so she's a single mom, and she's 40 years old, so no guy is going to want to go with her with all that baggage, all the responsibility, and none of the rewards. Plus, you can see in her face, she's starting to show her age now, post-war. But for a 40-year-old, she's not bad. But then again, she's got 2 children. And no guy wants to be a stepfather to 2 children when they're not his. To tell the truth, marriage scares the shit out of me. I don't want him to see me as the wife. I'd rather see me as his girlfriend. But then she had 2 children by one of her boyfriends. And Chensley Handler, I never heard of her. I don't know. And she says, I've had plenty of boyfriends, 1 or 2 marriage proposals, and deeply intense human intimacy. There you go. She's had plenty of offers for marriage, but she always thought she could do better. So she rode the carousel, had lots of boyfriends, lots of sex, and now she's post-war, and she's not going to be bothered anymore because she knows she's on a hide into nothing. And then Mary Louise Parker, There again, she's probably had plenty of boyfriends riding the carousel with high-value men. And Sarah Silverman, never heard of her. She's tweeted, "Why would I want the government involved in my love life? Ew, it's barbaric. Why would a guy want to get married to involved in a post-war woman?" And Edie Falco, never heard of her. But you can see the ravages of the wall. No guy wants to wake up next to her. Told the Daily Beast, "I'm sure my parents' divorces did affect me." So she's seen what's happening to her parents. I'll give her a free pass for that. But also in my life in general, I see a lot of marriages that look appealing to me because I'm not married. I tend to get a lot of eye-rolling conversations. And another smart lad, David Lee Roth, he's never been married, never heard of him, but you can see he's a musician. In that line, he lived alone his whole life. I've had girlfriends, I've had lots of affairs. In other words, he's had all the fun and he's kept his resources to himself. And Whoopi Goldberg, not looking to be with somebody or live with someone in the house. She's been married 3 times. Why? She could probably an insufferable bitch in private, so the guys decided they just don't want anything with her. View 42 comments. You click that, and we got lots of comments. I'm married for 10 years, been my significant other for 10 years now. Been separated for 10 months, and I'm fucking traumatized from 15 years of marriage. I told my husband I just want to be the boss of everything right now. I don't see myself ever getting married again. I want it my way. Bet she was an insufferable bitch. Her husband's glad to be rid of her. And click on that. What do you think? I think it's very funny. But anyway, that's the BuzzFeed. The next load of celebrities that are going to be joining this lot and this lot are these. It says we're in the last quarter of 2024 and celebrities have definitely kept busy by breaking up. After the last 12 months, everything to go on for the real roller coaster the rest of the year unfolds. There's 45 celebrity couples have ended their relationships. Taylor Swift, again. Joe Jonas, never heard of him. Sophie Turner, might have heard of her. Adrian Maddox, never heard of him. And says Joe Sawyer and Dakayla Wilson, never heard of him. If you're an American, you probably would have done. But this approaching the wall, them two. Look at the facial features, no longer got the first bloom of youth. And she's post-wall. He is the prize. He's still got his resources. She's now a single mom and divorcee. And how old is she? Real Wife of Beverly Hills. Doesn't say her name, but she's probably late 30s, getting on for 40-year-old. Filed for untested divorce after 10 years of marriage. Why are they splitting up? Another one, never heard of him. Dr. Kate Thomas, Andrew Garfield. Broke up months ago, they're happy. Don't know how long they were married. But post-wall, you notice. Don't know them too. Him. She says... where is it? She's got a cat anyway. She's a future cat lady. She doesn't get hitched again. And these two, I don't know them. Another one, Celebs of Separate Lives. He's the prize. single mother when she's finished divorce. No guys want to go with her. Plus she's approaching the wall. She's post-wall, you can tell in her face. Naturally, she's married 3 times in the 50s. No guy's ever going to go with her again, except for sex. Cardi B and Offset. I'm familiar with her name, but I don't know him. But anyway, she could be an insufferable bitch. That's why he's probably glad to be rid of her. Then Christina Hall. Madeline Cleaning, Pete Davidson. Their relationship fizzled out. Probably only room for one ego in that relationship, and it'd be hers. She looks a bit insufferable. And Jason Momoa, she's 50-odd years old, so she's going to be single the rest of her life. Stormy Bree, never heard of her. She got a hard face. And was telling Harry Styles. They make a lovely couple of it. Harry made Happy Things, become strained recently, though they've taken some time out. Egos. And Britney Spears, the single mother, 2 kids. He has no responsibility for the kids because he's not their biological father. Bethany Falcon, Paul Bettany. Don't know who they are. Christina, don't know who they are, but she's had a lot of plastic surgery and she's had the lips, and obviously 2 year long, she's a single mother, so she's not going to get another guy. He's too old for her. Don't know them two. She's post-wall. She'd be lucky to get another guy. Sacha Baron Cohen, The Dictator. Good movie, that. Long tennis match lasting 20 years marriage. She's post-wall, 20 years marriage. She'd be lucky to get somebody else. I don't know them two. Chance the Rapper, don't know them two. Couple share 2 children, and daughter Melly. She'll be a single mother with 2 children. She'll be lucky to get somebody else. Tori Spelling, she's got children, and she's post-war. She's had work done. And Gypsy Rose, the husband, that separated after 3 months after she's released from prison, so she'll be lucky to get somebody. And the Kardashians, that clan, I don't know why they broke up. You probably know. Whoa, Natalie Portman, that surprised me. But she's got 3 children now, and she's all on her ownio. She's coming out of this other side strongly, finding joy in her family, friends, and work. Hope she's used to work and that, because that's all she's going to have. She won't get anybody again. And these 2, don't know about them. Laura Pippen, post-wall. Look at that. Jax Taylor, Brittany Cartwright. Never heard of her. I don't know about them too. 5 years. Have they got any children? No. After 5 years, we friend-zoned each other. She might get lucky, but I doubt it. And post-wall again. How many bloody more? That's it. But these celebrity couples, of course, the woman, she can't get a guy, so some of them end up marrying other people, other women, I should say. Late blooms are lesbian, famous women who found it's never too late to fall in love with another woman. It's seen as more and more women are discovering after years of married to men, in some cases perfectly nice men are in fact more attracted to their own sex. Fair enough. But lesbians and homosexuals are only about 2% of the population. So if only 2% of that 2% are famous people, then that's 0.0004%. So it's only a fraction of a fraction, not the general population. So examples of celebrity women dating openly women used to be far and few between. There seems to be a jump in the number of famous female couples because they can't get a guy. Cynthia Nixon, she's always been one. Sex and the City, even I used to watch that. And that. Rebel Wilson. She's climbing Hollywood ladder, dating a few different guys in the industry at different times, of course. In other words, she had plenty of boyfriends, a male thing, but she's hit the wall. None of these high-value men want her. She's no longer smoking hot, so she's going into marrying and relating with women because she knows she's on a hiding to nothing with high-value men. And back in 2020, she linked to Jacob Bushy, who was 29. She was 40 years old. He was 29. He was the heir to a family fortune of worth over $100 million. And they broke up. I wonder why. So she can't get a guy with that kind of financial power, so she's dating women. Jennifer Rock, don't know. Didn't come out of the phone until she was 30, post-wall. She hit the wall. Guys don't want her. Jill, who's a mum to 21-year-old son Matthew, she's a 30 post-war woman and a single mother. Chrishell South, never heard of her. There's the man in the relationship. Sophia Bush again. She can't get a guy, so she's gone with a woman. English Carol. Back in, got the first husband, got 2 sons. Talked about her open abuse, suffered in her marriage. It took her 8 years to leave. What's his side of the tale? So she's a divorcee with 2 children. No guy wants her, so she starts dating women. And Danny Minogue, Kylie's little sister, she's sexual fluidity, whatever that means. And that's it. Boy, as you can see, people, most of these women are post-wall. They ain't going to get a guy because you can see the aging is in the face. They're probably way past their fertile years, so they're all going to end up like this crowd. Whoops. And this crowd, all on their own EOs, turning their back on marriage, which is a convenient excuse that they admit that they made a fundamental error when they're young and they didn't settle down with just one guy. They just wanted to play the field, monkey branch to better guys, and they always think they could do better, but there you can see it didn't work out that way, and now they're all on their own with just a cat for company. Anyway, I think I'm way past the 10 minutes now, probably way past 15, so sorry it's a bit iffy now, but if I hadn't have seen that Bentley when I was filling the tank the other week, I wouldn't be doing this sort of video. I think I'll try and find something back on MGTOW for next week, but for now, you know the routine, like, dislike, etc. It's completely up to you. So until next Monday, that's it. Bye-bye.